Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about how many times did Prophet Muhammad do Hajj, or did he ever do Hajj? When I went online, the answers are all over the place. So I got even more confused. I want to share this with you because just like my last video, there's never a concrete answer in Islam. Even something so simple like this. How many times did he go for Hajj? So many different answers. Anyway, let me show you. According to consensus, Prophet Muhammad performed the first and the last Hajj in the holy month of Dhul Hijjah of 10 AH or 632 AD. Now, AD stands for Unknown Domini, the year of our Lord, the year when Jesus was born. AH stands for Anno Hijri. That's the year of Hijrah, when Muhammad ran away to Medina after he made fun of the gods and the goddesses of the Meccans. He had to run away to Medina with his followers, and some they went to Ethiopia, but most of them to Medina. Anyway, so now he did one time only Hajj, one time Hajj. But now I will show you a couple of problems with this. Bear it with me. When you go online, you ask this question online, right? What month was it? Dhul Hijjah in year 632. According to Google, it's March 6th. This March 6th is the day he went for Hajj. Now remember, he died in year 632 as well, the same year. He died in June 8th. So he went for Hajj 3 months and 2 days before his death. Now let me throw you a little story. In year 628, Prophet Muhammad went to Makkah with 2,000 followers. They wanted to do Hajj. They were hoping the Meccans would allow them because it is Arabian custom for letting people to come to Makkah to do Hajj or to go to Kaaba. The Meccans refused. They did not allow them to enter Makkah. They were still mad. Well, anyway, however, a treaty came out as a result. It's called Treaty of Hudaybiyah. The treaty did not take effect until the following year, which is year 629. You have to remember, Muslims took over Mecca in year 630. And the treaty took effect in year 629. Look at this. Drafted and signed 629. Yes, Muhammad could not go through the second year without attacking Mecca. Even though we all know that Muhammad came with 10,000 soldiers. But anyway, now the question is, when we ask question online like this, how many times did the messenger perform Umrah? This Umrah, not Hajj. But look at the answer. Summary of answer. 4 times. And one of them with Hajj, together with Hajj. Now, Islamka quoted Al Bukhari, hadith number 1654, and Sahih Muslim, hadith number 1253. However, let us take a look. They gave two hadith. The first one, Al Bukhari, 1654, narrated Abdul Aziz. I went out to Mina on the day of Tarwiyah and met Anas going on a donkey. I asked him, where did the Prophet offer the Zuhr prayer on this day? Anas replied, see where your chiefs pray and pray similarly. So very strange. This one has nothing to do with how many times Prophet Muhammad did Umrah. However, the next hadith gives you some answer. Qatada, it is a Sahih Muslim, hadith number 1253a. Qatada said, I asked Anas as to how many times pilgrimages had been performed by Allah's Messenger. And he replied, one Hajj and four Umrahs. Now, this this seems the answer seems the same as this one here, four times. But when we take a look deeper, actually it's slightly different. Take a look at this. They quote Ibn al-Qayyim. Ibn al-Qayyim is a Muslim scholar who was born in year 1292. Yes, 660 years after the death of Muhammad. However, I don't know why they quoted a guy who. Anyway, now take a look at this Ibn al Qayyim, their scholar. He did Umrah four times after the Hijrah. The first one in year 6 AH. Now, I want to remind you, remember 10 AH equivalent to 632? So, 6 AH equivalent to 628. Now, the second one here fulfilled in the following year, which is 7 AH. So 629. And the third, Umrah, with which he did along with his Hajj. The third one, 630. And then the fourth one, Umrah. So year 631. So this little bit off. Because the answer is year 600. Muhammad did Hajj in year 630, year 630. And this one says year 632. Look at this, March 6, 632. Very strange, right? 2 years off, which is nothing, probably. But then again, that's not the only problem. That's a small problem. The biggest problem is this. How many times Hajj were performed by Prophet Muhammad? Look at this. Oh, this one is another different answer. One time in year 629. So one answer was year 629, another one 630, and another one 632. So different answers. And again, this one is not the biggest problem. The bigger problem is this. Look at this answer. According to consensus, one time. But according to Jabir ibn Abdullah, 3 times. Twice before the immigration and once after. So twice before the Hijrah, once after the Hijrah. So three times. And this one is according to Abdullah ibn Abbas, the cousin of Muhammad. The Prophet performed Hajj three times before the migration, three times before the Hijrah. So this one say twice before Hijrah, this one three times. And Sufyan al-Thawri, I don't know who it is actually, many times. Says many times. Wow. Look at this. The famous scholar Ali ibn al-Athir state before the migration, before Hijrah, the Prophet undertook Hajj every year. So it means in Makkah, he was there 12 years spreading Islam. So according to Ali ibn Athir, the Prophet did Hajj 12 times. 12 times. And then after Hijrah, one more time, I guess. So 13 times. So all of them giving different answers. Again. Now, that I just show you two problems there. Right? The year of the Hajj, when, and how many times, the frequency. Now, one last problem. I, I'm taking you to this. This surah, according to the Revelation. Why I take you here? Because of this. This Surah Al-Hajj here. Surah Al-Hajj. Of, I will assume Surah Al-Hajj came just before or around the time he was doing Hajj. I calculated all this has 465 verses. Why is this important? Because I don't know if you watched my last video. In my last video, there are some opinions saying Quran has 6,666 verses. Came down to Muhammad during 23 or 22 years of prophethood. So it means every year, roughly, he received 303 verses. Every year, roughly. So not every day one verse. I understand. Some days he didn't get anything. Some days he got 5 verses or 10 verses, and then nothing for, I don't know, nothing for like a week, maybe. But now, go back to this 465 verses in 92 days. Remember? He went for Hajj in March 6th, year 632, and he died in June 8th, year 632. So within 92 days, or roughly, right? Roughly 92 days, he received 465 verses. 465 verses divided by 92 days is equivalent to 5 per day, roughly. So this is the time when he was so sick, he could not even get up after a while. He had to be dragged around by two men. And when he was so sick like this, all of a sudden he received more verses? I doubt it. So now this makes his Hajj even more questionable. I saw online actually some some websites say his last Hajj was followed by 100,000 people, 100,000 Muslims. If that is true, how come none of them know how many times Prophet Muhammad did Hajj or when, what year? How come we got this and all the answers all are all over the place? There's no concrete answer. How come? Even if 2,000 people doing Hajj with him, we should be able to get a concrete answer. The fact we cannot get concrete answer because Prophet Muhammad never did Hajj. All he did was Umrah. All he did was Umrah. Because the practice of Hajj was not perfected by Prophet Muhammad. The practice of Hajj was perfected by Umar ibn al-Khattab. Because I do believe Umar was the real founder of Islam. Anyway, this is something to think about. Whether you do Hajj or you haven't done Hajj, or if you're Christian, God bless you all. Have a nice life.